Sorry, guys. Those of you guys who have the course, I apologize. I just kind of wasted a lot of time there. I was explaining how, as always, subscribe to the channel. Click the icon alert for making new videos. I'd really appreciate it, guys. Why isn't the camera on? I don't know why the camera's not on. But it's not on. Anyways. Now, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me on YouTube? I apologize about that. So I'm just going over kind of SIDU. You know, I shortened this one and I had to pay $6K for borrows. And then, you know, I had to cover that one after hours. And then ADN was my number one watch today, guys. AERC has made a huge rip and ramp over the past week or so. It's gone over 1,000%. And then, you know, the next up runner was SIDU. On top of that, we've had Redbox. It's gone up about, you know, 500+%, 700+% in the past, let's say, 2 months or so. And then, you know, basically ADN had the same exact setup as SIDU. SIDU traded a lot of volume. Those of you guys who have the course, I explained ADN in massive detail on YouTube or on the course. I'm going to be uploading that soon for you guys who have already purchased the course. You know, I thought about selling a separate package for new content that I make for the course and new concepts and ideas that I do spend quite a bit of time on for you guys. And, you know, I decided at least for now, I'm going to keep it for anyone who's paid for the course. I'm just going to keep adding to it. But I don't know. You know, I might make a course 2.0. I do spend a lot of time and effort into those things. But for right now, at least, I'm going to continue to, you know, try and post content, really nutrient-dense content. For those of you guys who have already purchased the course, I'm going to add this one today or tomorrow or maybe the next day. That way you guys have a full concept and idea. You'll see me live trading ADN. You'll actually see me get out of it live. I got out of it right there on that perk. And you'll see me explain everything in full detail. I mean, I don't have time on YouTube to go over all this, or, you know, it takes a lot to kind of get into that mental state as well. But basically, long story short, I was buying all the dips. You can see here, look at this, guys. Here's all my buys. You could just see me accumulating all the dips, right? Accumulate the dips, accumulate the dips, accumulate the dips, accumulate the dips, accumulate the dips here. I accumulated some more dips, right? So my goal was to sell at 4, and we didn't quite tap it, so I wanted to pay myself for the time that I had to wait for that to break. So I even added more dips. And it's not like all the dips, you know, can continue to go higher. It's just this one I was highly convicted in. I ended up selling it at just over $4 a share for locking up $103,410.92 in total profits. This trade took me about 5 hours to be in. It wasn't easy mentally. That's why you have to cut, and it helps me buy dips and buy dips and buy dips. That way I don't get too oversized. I kind of let the chart speak for itself. I let the churning kind of speak for itself. I kind of let it breathe. I let it speak to me. I watched the time and sales all day, and it literally set up textbook like SIDU. So, you know, I missed out on quite a bit of money, to be honest, if I would have sold it a little bit higher. But, you know, at the end of the day, $1 a share, that's exactly what I was looking for, about a 30% gain, 33% gain on 109,000 shares. Adds up to be about a $103,000 gain. And I had limit sales at $3.99 and $4. Again, those of you guys who have purchased the course, you'll see that on YouTube. And you can see my trades right there. That's ADN for you. And that was basically just me accumulating all day. And, you know, this one could gap tomorrow as well. You know, I just didn't want to take any chances on, you know, I know it's a biopharmaceutical stock, I believe. It had a pretty solid, I think it had like 818 million of funding or something. I didn't really look into it, to be honest. I didn't really care enough. To be honest, just this look alone was enough for me to just start longing it. It did trade $715 million today. You know, the only downside is that SID traded less than that, but since it gapped up so quickly, so fast, and so much percentage gain on this much volume, it was enough for me to hold on. And then Rev, I ended up taking a trade on Rev for a $22,000 winner. You could see me kind of buying these dips in here, buying a little bit more, and then selling in the perks. So Rev, I was in 250 out 296. I tried to take another trade on it, 268, but I stopped out. I had to stop out. Luckily I did, because this thing just decided to die. I really thought we were going to get a kind of a solid bankruptcy run. Sometimes you'll get stocks that have bankruptcy runs that go like 500 to 1,000%. I've seen it in the past. And then Evoke, a nice little scalp on that. And that's basically it today, guys. The moral of the story to me, my main focus, and hopefully you guys all banked on it, was ADN. This generally is not an easy chart. When it's trading this much volume and it's faking you out this many times, this is not something easy on a general day. But when I have this much FOMO proven in the markets, when I have this much chase proven in the markets from AERC, SIDU, Redbox, I get a little bit more conviction in holding these kind of these wash ups, wash downs, wash ups, wash downs, wash ups, you know. So I ended up nailing the trade. A second straight day of over $100,000 in gains. Over the past 2 days, we're up well over $250,000. And hopefully this inspires and motivates you guys. This all started with $1,100, and now we're over $17.5 million in profits. We've been stalling over the past 9, 10, maybe 11 months. But we're hitting that next leg here, and I couldn't be more happy, couldn't be more excited. We're moving out of this place here in the next week, so I'm trying to get that all set up in the new place. There's a little bit of, you know, things going on. I have to set up my office downstairs for a little bit just because the window's coming in. But overall, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. Trade at your own risk. Have a plan, a process, and a strategy. Click the link in the bio if you're interested in the free chat room. I appreciate you guys subscribe to the NoRackNoTrading.com community. I hope that you guys had a great trading day. I hope that you learned something. You know, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay? Appreciate you guys subscribing, and I appreciate you guys for joining the channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers, team.